Stop scrolling right now. Gemini, you did not find this message by algorithm or by chance. The exact cosmic window you are standing in right now brought you here. I can feel the exhaustion you have been carrying in silence, that strange, heavy feeling right when things are supposed to be great. There is a reason for this, and if you stay with me, I will show you exactly what is trying to block your greatest season and how to cut it right now. The common belief is that the sudden exhaustion, delays, and heavy energy you are feeling right now are just bad luck or burnout right before a big win. The spiritual truth is that an invisible siege of envy is desperately trying to drain your energy right at the threshold of your most powerful season. You are standing in front of a gateway of fire. You are walking through a doorway that burns away the leeches attached to your back. The heat you feel is not destruction, it is purification. You will uncover the exact cosmic shift that is unlocking your most powerful season right now. You will identify the silent spiritual drain that has been trying to hold you back at the threshold. You will learn the exact command to seal your energy and step into this new phase completely untouchable. You will realize why certain people who faded away recently were actually removed by the universe for your own protection. And before this message closes, I will speak a definitive sentence over your life that you will carry for the next months. Have you ever felt that there is a strange, sudden exhaustion that hits you right when you are about to step into your greatest era? As if invisible weights are being tied to your ankles just as you start to fly, as if something inside you suspects that not everyone clapping for you actually wants you to win, but your logical mind refuses to accept it. What if this sudden fatigue, these last-minute delays, and this heavy energy are not bad luck, but a sign that the universe is trying to show you the spiritual envy, blocking the entrance to your most powerful season? While many blame the economy or their own lack of effort, few realize that every stalled blessing can carry an unspoken glare, an invisible cord, and a spiritual siege that has not yet been cut. But what if the great breakthrough is in this revelation that you haven't managed to apply yet? Now, think with me. Why does everything in my life stall just when it's about to work out? What if every project that died on the eve of success, every compliment that came with a bitter aftertaste, every burst of exhaustion after sharing your good news, every door that closed inexplicably, and this constant feeling of being watched too closely, are signs of a spiritual envy you ignored for too long? It was looking for answers to this that I found this digital book called The Great Secret of the Universe, to keep envy away from Gemini's life. This book is not just a read. It is a revelation created for Geminis who want to understand where this draining energy is coming from. Cut the invisible ties of envy. The evil eye and silent sabotage keep this heavy energy away from your life for good, so you can rise as freely as you were born to. Many Geminis already feel they need to protect themselves from this energy surrounding them, but haven't yet made the decision to download the digital book. Download it right now. It is available in the first pinned comment, but beware, access might be taken offline at any moment. It reveals reflections, hidden signs, and directions that can transform this heavy energy into an absolute shield for your new season. Do not wait for another massive breakthrough to be delayed at the last second before you seek protection. Click now, download your copy, and discover why the envy that tried to pull you down at the threshold might be the exact proof that the universe has prepared a season of power far too bright to be ignored. If this first word already touched something inside you, write, "My light is protected down below," not for me, but because another Gemini who is exactly where you were a year ago needs this message to find them tonight. This path has a map, and it is already within your reach in the first pinned comment. In a little while I will return to it. And if for some reason you are not interested, or cannot acquire the digital book right now, there is still another door open for you. I do not receive a single cent for any of these messages I deliver here every day. Nothing at all. And yet they keep coming out every day for you and for every Gemini who still needs to be reached. If at any moment your heart wants to return a little of what it received, there is a voluntary donation link open in the first pinned comment right below the book. Any amount that fits in your hand today, any amount your heart points to. That is what keeps this channel standing. That is what makes the next message reach another Gemini tomorrow, exactly as it reached you today. I am waiting for you there, Gemini. I haven't even told you the most important thing yet. There are 4 signs that this siege is already acting upon you, and you will recognize at least one of them. Notice the silence that settles in when you finally stop trying to outrun your own exhaustion. You have been pushing through the days, Gemini, forcing a smile when everything inside you screams that something is misaligned. You have convinced yourself that this heavy feeling is just the normal cost of ambition, that it is just stress, that if you just sleep a little more it will all go away. But you know it hasn't gone away. Notice how your body reacts to what I'm about to say right now. This weight you are carrying is not physical. It is a spiritual siege, a concentrated field of resistance that tightened around you the moment your energy began to elevate toward this new season. It leaves traces. It leaves very specific marks in your daily life. There are 4 signs that this siege is already acting upon you, and you will recognize at least one of them. The first sign is the sudden, unexplainable wave of fatigue hitting you right in the middle of a celebration, or just after sharing good news at a dinner table. You are laughing, you are finally letting your guard down, and then, out of nowhere, it hits you. A massive drop in your vitality. Your logical mind told you it was just a drop in your blood sugar, or that the day was just too long. It was not. It was a direct energetic drain. You thought it was just a random crash. You called it terrible luck at the finish line. The universe called it a final test of your spiritual boundaries. The second sign is the sudden delay in a major project, or a guaranteed yes that turned into a cold no at the absolute last minute. Everything was perfectly aligned, the contract was ready, the words were spoken, and then an invisible wall was placed right on your track. For some of you, this looks like a sudden argument that permanently ends a long friendship out of nowhere. For others, it is a quiet, mutual fading away of someone you used to text every single day. You called it outgrowing your friendships or a professional failure. The universe called it an energetic cleanse before your new season. The third sign is that one person in your circle who gave you a compliment that tasted bitter. You shared your next big step, and for a fraction of a second you saw their eyes grow cold. The smile did not reach their face. They clapped for you, but the sound was hollow. You tried to ignore it, to convince yourself you were just overthinking. But Gemini reads the room before any word is spoken. You felt the heavy weight of the envious eye trying to pull you back before you crossed the line. The fourth sign is waking up at 3 a.m. with a racing heart, feeling an urgent, inexplicable need to protect your plans and stay quiet about your next moves. Your body is resting, but your spirit is completely on edge. You called it anxiety about the future. The universe called it your intuition, detecting the unseen eyes on your ascent. That was your spiritual field alarming you of the siege, telling you to lock your doors because your premature glow is attracting things that do not want to see you shine. These signs have a common origin, and it has an ancient name. But before the name, you need something else. There is a path of protection, and I am going to open it right now, before the name, before the word. Because whoever carries the weight of this siege needs relief before receiving the revelation. Stay here, and it is exactly here that the path of protection opens. The signs that just hit you did not hit by chance, Gemini. You know they did not. That sudden drop in energy right before a victory, it is not burnout, it is a field of resistance tightening around you. It hits you when you are most vulnerable, usually right after you have dared to feel happy about your future. It creeps in as if something inside you suspects that not everyone clapping for you actually wants you to win. But your logical mind refuses to accept it. You try to rationalize it. You tell yourself that people are just busy, that the economy is bad, or that you simply did not push hard enough. But what if this sudden fatigue, these last-minute delays, and this heavy energy are not bad luck, but a sign that the universe is trying to show you the spiritual envy blocking the entrance to your most powerful season? You are a Gemini. You feel the shifts in the room before anyone else even breathes. You feel the drop in frequency. You feel the unspoken intentions. So why do you keep convincing yourself that this exhaustion is just yours to carry? I have seen Geminis exactly where you are right now. I have seen brilliant, radiant minds pulling back from their own greatness because they thought the exhaustion was their own fault. I have watched them apologize for their own fire, shrinking themselves just to keep the people around them comfortable. But I also saw what happens when they finally realize that the heavy energy they feel is not theirs. I saw the exact moment they stopped trying to outwork the spiritual drain and started cutting the unseen cords instead. I have seen them walk into rooms completely untouchable, securing victories that were delayed for years simply because they finally shielded their light. You are standing exactly at this threshold today. The universe brought you to this exact minute of this exact video because your season of shrinking is officially over. The doors that slammed at the last second, the friendships that suddenly turned cold, the heavy stares you pretend not to feel, these are not random events, they are the exact coordinates of an invisible siege trying to keep you exactly where you are. It was looking for answers to this that I found this digital book called The Great Secret of the Universe to Keep Envy Away from Gemini's Life. This digital book is not just a read, it is a definitive spiritual protocol. It is the map you need to finally understand where this draining energy is coming from, cut the invisible ties of envy, the evil eye, and silent sabotage, and keep this heavy energy away from your life for good so you can rise as freely as you were born to. It reveals the ultimate truth you need to hear right now. Envy always strikes the hardest, right at the threshold of a breakthrough. The unseen siege only attacks the light that is about to blind it. They do not attack you when you are down, Gemini. They attack you when you are about to become completely unreachable. But this cosmic window of revelation does not wait. This specific configuration will not leave this door open forever. The universe is handing you the key right now before the next delay can even form in your physical reality. Because every day without this path is a day your energy is silently drained by unseen eyes. Every small victory you try to build without sealing your spiritual field becomes another target placed on your back for silent sabotage. Every massive breakthrough you step into without this protection is another opportunity for the resistance to pull you back right at the finish line. Do not wait for the next roadblock to understand what this one came to teach you. Do not wait for another door to slam in your face before you decide to put the armor on. The book is waiting for you in the first pinned comment. Download it right now while this word is still alive and vibrating inside your chest. Click the link and claim the ultimate spiritual shield that only this specific path maps out completely. You have been carrying this invisible weight for so long that your shoulders have forgotten what it feels like to be truly light. You have been walking with this heavy anchor, dragging it through your days, thinking it was just the cost of ambition. But you are about to step through that gateway of fire. The heat is already rising around you, and the cords are already starting to loosen. You are crossing into a frequency where their heavy eyes can no longer reach you. The exhaustion is fading. The clarity is returning. You are taking your power back. Breathe into that for a second. Let your body recognize the relief that is coming. And as I told you earlier, Gemini, besides the digital book that is in the first pinned comment, there is that open voluntary donation link right below the book. I still do not receive a single cent for every message that goes out from here to you. That is why this link exists, so that another Gemini tomorrow can find exactly this message that found you today. Any amount that your heart points to. Each gesture like this keeps our channel standing and makes the next message reach whoever needs it, exactly as it reached you today. There is an ancient name for this, and now with the path laid out before you, the name descends. You are standing at what the spiritual realm calls the threshold of the dual sun. It is a specific karmic window where a Gemini's rising energy becomes brightly visible to the unseen world, long before it fully manifests in your physical reality. You start vibrating at a frequency of success, of impending victory, and that premature glow acts as a beacon in the dark. It attracts Vascania. That is the ancient Greek term for the heavy, draining weight of the envious eye. It is the concentrated gaze of those who see your light and instinctively try to pull you back before you completely cross the line and become unreachable. It is not bad luck. It is not a cosmic punishment. It is not a sudden lack of competence on your part. It is Vascania, acting right at the edge of your most powerful season. Imagine a bird of absolute fire trying to dim its own flames so it does not intimidate the sparrows around it. It pulls its wings in. It lowers its heat. It tries to make itself smaller, quieter, more palatable for the fragile environment it finds itself in. But a creature born of fire cannot suppress its nature without burning itself from the inside out. It only ends up choking on its own smoke. You have been choking on your own brilliance for far too long, Gemini. You have been shrinking your power, silencing your intuition, and hiding your victories just so you wouldn't be too much for the people around you. You have apologized for the space you take up and dimmed your own light to keep others comfortable. That is exactly where you are right now, Gemini. But in this new season, the fire will no longer be contained. You are stepping into an era where playing small is no longer an option, and the universe is forcing you to drop the heavy cloak you have been wearing just to blend in. I saw you shrink your own joy at that table because something told you it was not safe to shine there. I felt every time you swallowed your pride and accepted less than you deserve just to keep the peace. You do not need to hide your fire anymore. I am opening a door that no unseen eye can shut, and I am calling you to walk through it completely unburdened. There is a man who carried this exact same heavy energy for years. He was a brilliant Gemini who always saw his biggest opportunities fall apart at the very last second. He would do everything right, the path would be clear, and then an invisible wall would drop from the sky. He thought he was cursed. He thought he was fundamentally flawed. And then he stopped trying to outwork the delays and instead fiercely shielded his energy from the unseen eyes around him. What changed in him was the absolute silence he kept before his victories. He learned to move in the shadows until the win was completely secured. He stopped seeking validation from people who secretly wanted him to fail. Today, his seasons of power arrive entirely unblocked. You're still processing this right now, feeling that strange tightness in your chest slowly loosening as you finally understand that this exhaustion never belonged to you. You are breathing a little deeper, sensing the undeniable shift in the atmosphere around you. The deepest truth is still ahead, and it has your name on it. You have finally seen the truth of this invisible siege, Gemini. But knowing what is attacking you is only half of the revelation. You must understand who you became while surviving it. The heavy energy you carried for so long did not just drain you, it shaped you. It forced you to adapt, to bend, and to survive in ways that you did not even realize were defensive. Now, as the gateway of fire burns the old cords away, you are standing face to face with the exact versions of yourself that you had to create just to navigate this heavy world. The first is the muted messenger. You learned very early on that your words carry weight, that your vision is sharp, and that your brilliance intimidates the room. So you learned to be quiet just to survive. You swallowed your insights and silenced your brilliant ideas so that others would not feel small in your presence. The muted messenger kept the peace but choked on their own truth. The second is the apologetic winner. This is the part of you that hides your trophies and downplays your victories to keep the peace. You achieved incredible things, but instead of celebrating, you immediately rushed to minimize your success so that no one felt envious. Gemini feels the room. Gemini carries the heavy energy. Gemini hides the victory so nobody else feels small. You carried the guilt of success when you should have been wearing the crown. And then there is the third, the unbound twin. This is the frequency you are stepping into right now. This is the version of you who finally claims their power without asking for permission from anyone. The unbound twin does not apologize for the fire, does not hide the light, and refuses to carry the heavy gaze of the envious eye. This is who you always were, waiting beneath the layers of survival. You recognize every single one of these faces because you have lived them, Gemini. You have been the messenger who swallowed their words and the winner who hid their gold. But today, you are the twin who breaks the chains. Notice your chest right now. This heat has a name. It is your untouchable frequency returning to your body. You are not just surviving anymore. You are taking the throne. But this identity that was just declared over, you needs to be sustained. Because the Gemini who knows their own worth without knowing the siege that surrounds them will go back to carrying heavy stairs that are not theirs. You cannot just step into this power and leave your spiritual field wide open. That is exactly why I am placing this in your hands early on. I need you to have the great secret of the universe to keep envy away from Gemini's life. It is available for you right now in the first pinned comment. This digital book is not just information, it is the daily armor you need to sustain this untouchable identity that was just declared over you. It gives you the exact tools to seal your frequency so that the unseen eyes can never pull you back into playing small. Do not wait for the heavy stairs to return to defend what was just claimed for you. Go to the first pinned comment, download your copy, and lock the doors of your spiritual field for good. I promised I would come back to this, but before you move forward, you need to know exactly how this cycle will try to return, because it will try. I told you that this resistance would try to creep back into your reality, and you need to know exactly how it operates before it finds a new crack in your armor. The unseen eyes do not give up just because you recognize their presence. They simply change their strategy. The siege of envy does not always announce itself with a loud crash or a massive failure. Often it slips through the smallest, most innocent gaps in your boundaries. There are 3 specific tactics this heavy energy will use against you in the coming days. I am giving you the exact 3 weapons to cut them down the moment they appear. The first tactic is the sudden urge to explain yourself and justify your success. You will secure a massive victory, and almost immediately you will feel this strange, anxious need to explain how hard it was, just so the people around you do not feel inferior. You will try to dilute your own win. Your weapon against this is the weapon of absolute silence. When that urge rises in your chest, you will bite your tongue, offer a calm smile, and give 0 details. Let them wonder how you did it. Your brilliance does not require an apology. The second tactic is the passive-aggressive comment meant to spark self-doubt. You will share your next step, and someone in your circle will drop a subtle, bitter remark disguised as genuine concern. Gemini, your intuition is flawless. You will read the microscopic shift in their eyes and the coldness in their tone. For some of you, this will come from a longtime friend who has always secretly competed with you. For others, it will be a family member who masks their deep envy with a sarcastic joke. Your weapon against this is the weapon of unbothered agreement. You simply nod. Let the comment fall completely flat on the floor and walk away. Do not defend your vision. Let their bitterness starve in the absolute silence you leave behind. The third tactic is the heavy guilt of leaving familiar people behind in this new era. As your frequency rises, certain connections will start to feel incredibly exhausting. The siege will try to convince you that moving forward makes you ungrateful or arrogant. Your weapon here is the weapon of forward momentum. When a connection only drains your physical vitality, you delete the old contact and you do not look back. You cannot carry parasitic weight through a gateway of fire. These 3 weapons protect you from what I managed to show you today. But the cycle has more layers than fit in one video. The spiritual resistance will adapt, and you need to be ready when the bitter compliment arrives, when the next project stalls out of nowhere, when that unexplainable fatigue returns after a simple conversation. You need to know exactly how to seal your spiritual field completely. That is why I need you to have the great secret of the universe to keep envy away from Gemini's life. This digital book is the complete blueprint of protection you need, so this siege never catches you off guard again. I am not rushing you. I am warning you. Do not wait for the siege to tighten before you open the map. The cosmic window that brought you here is closing rapidly, and you must lock your energetic doors before the resistance finds another way in. Go to the first pinned comment and download it now. And now, I need you to stop learning for a moment and start feeling. I need you to stop analyzing the next step and just allow yourself to feel. Close your eyes, or simply let your gaze soften. Stop holding the immense tension that you have been carrying for the last few months. Drop your shoulders, unclench your jaw, take one deep, slow breath and let it out completely. You have been fighting an invisible battle for months, pushing through the exhaustion, trying to figure out why every victory felt so heavy. You do not need to fight this resistance anymore. You only need to surrender the weight that was never yours to carry in the first place. Take another slow breath. Let your body realize that the spiritual siege is breaking and it is finally safe to rest. Visualize yourself walking toward a massive, towering threshold of golden, pulsing light. This is your gateway of fire. As you step forward into this radiant heat, you feel the invisible dark cords attached to your back pull tight, and then, in a fraction of a second, they snap. They dissolve into ash, before they can even attempt to pull you backward. The heavy, draining weight that has been pressing down on your neck and shoulders lifts completely off your body. The heat you feel wrapping around you is not destruction. It is pure, absolute purification. You are walking directly into this light, and the fire is burning away every trace of the unseen eyes that tried to hold you down. Your breathing expands deeper than it has in months. You stand fully in the center of the light, completely untouchable. As you stand in this purifying frequency, you must drop what you can no longer carry through the threshold. Let go of the heavy weight of those unspoken, bitter stares. Let go of the guilt of leaving familiar people behind who only celebrated you when you played small. Let go of the unexplainable exhaustion that tried to steal the joy of your greatest news. Let go of the deep need to apologize for the brilliance of your own fire. The space around you is completely clear, the cords are permanently cut. Now you call back your true power. You are no longer the muted messenger who swallowed their sharpest insights just to keep the fragile peace in the room. You are no longer the apologetic winner who instinctively hid their trophies so that others would not feel inferior. You are, right here and right now, the unbound twin. You are claiming your rightful space, stepping into your most powerful season without asking for permission from anyone. You can feel the shift. You are still processing this right now, feeling that undeniable lightness in your chest as the truth finally settles into your physical body. Before we seal this, write down below the name of someone you are carrying through this threshold, or, if it is just for you, write in one sentence what you are expecting the universe to return to you. I will read it, and you will not write this alone. Do not let go of this energy just yet. We are not done here. Stay with me. I seal your home from the invisible siege that tries to cross its threshold. I seal the tireless effort you have poured into the projects that are finally starting to move forward. I seal everything that is already on its way to you, so that it arrives completely untouched by the heavy eyes. I felt the immense exhaustion you carried through those days when you forced yourself to smile. You thought I was testing your endurance, but I was only waiting for you to realize that the weight did not belong to you. I did not send the fatigue to break you. I allowed you to feel it, so you would refuse to carry what is not yours. I saw you shrink your own joy at that table, because something told you it was not safe to shine there. I felt every time you swallowed your pride and accepted less than you deserve, just to keep the peace. You do not need to hide your fire anymore. I am opening a door that no unseen eye can shut, and I am calling you to walk through it completely unburdened. I watched every guaranteed yes that turned into a cold no at the absolute last minute. You questioned your own competence, believing you had failed, but I placed those invisible walls on your track to stop you from building your greatest era on a foundation surrounded by silent sabotage. I delayed the victory because I needed to protect the victor. I saw every compliment that came with a bitter aftertaste. You tried to convince yourself it was nothing, that you were just overthinking, but I designed your intuition to read the room before any word is spoken, and I was sounding the alarm to show you who was secretly praying for your downfall while clapping for your steps. I was with you when you woke up at 3 a.m. with a racing heart, feeling that urgent need to protect your plans. Your body was resting, but I was keeping your spirit on edge to alert you of the siege. The season of power I have prepared for you is secured, but you must walk into it without apologizing for the light you cast. The sudden urge to explain yourself and justify your success ends right here. The passive-aggressive comment meant to spark self-doubt ends right here. The heavy guilt of leaving familiar people behind in this new era ends right here. Gemini has never been half of anything. Gemini is not envied for being light. Gemini is envied for carrying two worlds where others can barely hold one. Don't let go yet. The universe has just told you. I saw you shrink your own joy at that table because something told you it was not safe to shine there. And it is exactly because of this that I need to remind you of one thing before sealing. What was cut here today is real. But tomorrow morning the world will try to convince you that nothing changed. That heavy gaze that will try to attach itself to your back again. Tomorrow morning will look for any crack in your frequency, waiting for you to forget the power you just claimed. You cannot let the resistance find an open door. That is exactly why you must have the great secret of the universe to keep envy away from Gemini's life. Available right now in the first pinned comment. This digital book is the definitive company you need to sustain the energetic armor you built today, so it does not fade by tomorrow. It keeps the spiritual field locked and ensures your light remains completely untouched. Do not wait for tomorrow to test the shield you just raised today. Go to the link, download your copy, and lock the gates of your new era. There are thousands of Geminis listening to this right now in the exact same silence as you. If this voice found you today, subscribe to the channel. Not for numbers, but because the next message of this series will look exactly for those who have already crossed this first one. In the next video of this series, I will show you the exact sign that appears 3 days before a major spiritual block falls apart, and why almost every Gemini completely ignores it. Do not miss it. And still in this video, Gemini, before I seal this hour with you, I come back one last time to this request. You have walked with me this far, you have crossed every word, every revelation, every sign, and if at any moment of this message you felt the universe touch you, you know this video was not an accident. The voluntary donation link remains open in the first pinned comment right below the digital book. Not as a charge, not as an exchange, but as a giving back from the one who received to the source this message came from. Any amount your heart points to, and the universe sees every gesture. The universe sees, and the universe multiplies over your home, over your days, over what you don't even know is about to arrive. This was my last request. I'll be waiting for you there. Thank you so much. And when the heavy gaze tries to return, remember that the answer has a name, the great secret of the universe, and it is already within your reach. You have walked through the gateway of fire, and the leeches that once drained you are nothing but ash behind you. The purification is complete. Now, you can let go. This message is complete. What was seen was seen, what was cut was cut. Walk light, Gemini.